Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as the Communist Spartans. This is episode 4. We're playing on the road to 56 mod. I'll put in the description below all the mods I am running for this series. This is episode 4. Welcome back. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best thing you guys can do to support it and ensure more content is leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section down below your feedback. And we're going to have a hell of an episode here today because the Soviet Union has declared war upon Finland, and you guys all know what happens when that happens. The Allies seem to chummy up with Finland, so I think there's going to be a Comintern and Allied war for this episode. It's the 3rd of June 1942. In the last episode, if you haven't gone out and watched it, I'll go with how do I see myself here? Diplomacy map. Why isn't the green loading in? Regardless, for some fucking reason it's not happening. Anyway, right, yes, so we have the entirety of Greece and sort of this northern Balkan sort of part. We've also got the Italian peninsula, and over in the east we have Korea and we have Japan, and then we've got a small pocket here in China, which I didn't mean to take. Yeah, it's not loading in. We've also got a couple of these islands here as well, but basically this is what the Comintern looks like at the moment. Okay, wars wise, we got the Finnish Soviet War. They haven't even called us in, but they probably will soon. We've got the British-Irish War, which is hilarious to say the least. Yeah, I don't know why they've gone to war. We are playing the Road to 56 mod, so there's a lot more focus trees for pretty much nearly every faction. Okay, we're still 100% communist. We're going down assembly line, getting better engineers. We're going with atomic research as well. Diplomacy-wise, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Brazil quite likes us because we managed to flip then. We are still trading some of our stuff, oil, rubber and steel. I need to save up some of my political power. We're currently still on export focus. Yeah, we need to go to limited or potentially even closed. Construction wise, we're still repairing after those wars. Production wise, we're pretty decent. Not in support equipment too. We have a lot of just normal rifles, but there's no harm in actually upgrading them. We've got a decent amount, nearly 10,000 motorized. Wow, another 10,000 towered artillery, and our recruitment and deployment is coming along quite nicely. So let's quickly see what sort of kicks off here. So Trotsky is assassinated, France purge nuclear. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Here we go. The Republic of Finland joins the Allies. So what's that gone and done now? Has that drawn everyone in? The Soviets are currently pushing over the border. So choose the peninsula, the chosen peninsula. Right, okay. Originally home to the oh, okay, right. Like it's probably like Chosan or something. Dynasty fallen to Japan. Oh, okay. Because we have Korea, we can actually make them a free nation. Become owner and controller of South Korea. 5 units in Pyongyang, 5 units in Seoul. Puppet government shall be installed for our own interest. Okay. We will leave them to the Japanese. Do I want to bring in a communist Korean country? Puppet. We can puppet them because we are technically communists. We can bring in the North Korean communists' control of the entire peninsula. You know what? I'm actually inclined to do that. Korea becomes a puppet of... Yeah, so let's do that. Let's actually puppet Korea. Oh, wow. That looks awesome. We'll quickly move you out of here back to Japan. And now, as you can see, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Right, so they're technically in the Comintern now because they are my puppet. So that's quite good. We don't have to defend those lands technically, and we've brought in another communist country. How awesome is that? And there's 5 units to protect their own land, which is probably better off than what I was doing. Anyway, the Soviets want me to join this war. Now, we've got a bit of a problem here. I'm going to decline, and this is because... Now, at the moment, I don't have the divisions to fight a war against the Allies. Obviously, because I control Greece and Italy, I have taken in so many fucking naval bases. I'd nearly be inclined just to destroy them all and only have like 2 or 3 in each sort of country. But unfortunately, we're going to have to defend like hell because there's still a huge British Navy. I'm sure France is quite big as well. Oh, here we go. Here's our green territory there in Greece. We've even got bits down in a little bit in China. So what we're going to have to do is basically consolidate and wait until we've got a big enough military to deal with the Allies. I think the Comintern should be able to deal with it. There's going to be a huge fight over this East and West Germany divide. The problem is, if I go to war with the Allies, I'm going to be open on this huge frontier with the French. Where else am I open to? Potentially down through Austria. What's happening here with Switzerland? Confederation of Helvetica. Non-aligned. But, okay. Yeah, so we do border the Allies there. But after destroying the fascists, as you guys can remember, the Allies have taken the entirety of Africa. So there's going to be naval invasions galore through here. So I've had to go on and put 29 divisions just defending my ports, which is just insane. Not even all my ports in Sicily are even covered. I just simply don't have the men. We've got 3 divisions here heading to the border, because this is where I would ideally like a front line. And then we've got 11 divisions defending my provinces over in the east, in Asia, because also the Allies have huge chunks in China. They've still got the British Raj, Aussies on their side. Okay, so there's none of our communist allies down in South America. They've got Mexico. They've got the States on side as well. They're now in the Allies. Fucking great. Canada's 30% fascist. Wow. Mexico fell to the United Kingdom as well. So what we're going to do, I think we're going to have to consolidate. Just wait up until we get some new guys in. We're going to need like an army to fight the French. So we'll just hold up for the time being. Oh, wow. So Brazil has joined the Comintern. At the moment, how well are we looking? We're still trying to boost Sweden, China, and Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I guess we stopped in Turkey, because it's kind of still relatively split. Okay, the Saudis are at 20%. The Chinese are at 24%. I've been boosting Sweden this whole fucking game. When are they going to flip? Only 2.5%. Yeah, so let's sort of hope and see how the Soviets do. We've got a couple options, actually. What we could do is just not join the fight, sort of consolidate for ourselves, because the thing is, right, if we go to war right now, we're going to get smacked through this Milanese pass. We could get smacked from the north here, and naval invasions are just going to wreak havoc. So if we lose, like, Italy, right, we're going to be nearly 0.5% to capitulation. I wouldn't even be surprised if we're, like, nearly capitulating. So we just sort of have to hold tight. You know what we could do? We could just leave the Comintern straight up and you're like, you know what, fuck it. Let's actually push through these northern borders and try and take out the Soviet Union for ourselves, forge our own sort of Hellenistic league, if you will. But like I said, I think we just want to sort of keep tight at the moment. I don't know why there's like Aussie troops in my lands and Americans. I really would like to get rid of them, ideally. My navy is in Japan as well. They are slowly making their way to the Mediterranean. I want to try and get them in here in the Eastern and the Central Med. Air Force-wise, how are we looking? I've got my Air Force over the top. We've got a lot of Japanese bombers, by the look of it. Mostly just our sort of fighters. Yeah, I don't really know where they're from. They're probably like Hungarian or something. Yeah, so we'll get them to be operating over Europe here. Okay, so let's sort of speed things up. Let's sort of see how the world... Yeah, this war sort of goes on. So, looks like they've taken Munich. Are the Soviets actually... Oh, wow. Okay, so the Soviets aren't actually at war with the United Kingdom. So how does that work, then? No, they are. Right, so we've got the Soviet-Finnish War, and to win that, we need to knock out the UK, France, and the United States. Yeah. Like, we're gonna get smacked through here. Look how many fucking divisions are here, you know? We're not getting justified against, are we? No. How far is Finland away from capitulating? Oh, wow. No, it's just because, technically because we're not in the Comintern, we're not at war with them. Oh, no. It looks like maybe the, wait, what? The right descendants in France. So what's happened there, then? Have they gone communist? Yeah, the French have gone communist. What the hell? Party. Oh no, it's democratic at the moment. But there's a huge communist boost there. Actually, you know what? Let's stage a coup. Let's do that then. In the bottom here. Yeah, do it on this border. Let's do a communist coup in France. We've definitely got the equipment for it. Where even is our equipment? We've got a fuck ton of rifles, I know, but where does it say it? We've got an insane amount. They don't need to be equipment too, they just need to be other rifles. Yeah, look at that. Already got a huge chunk there. 25 rifles. Okay, right, so how well are we looking here? What can we... Getting heart attacks probably not a bad idea. What else is quite alright? Oh wow, she's kicked off on the German border here. It looks like it's quite neck and neck, if I'm being honest. They've taken some ground here. They've taken back Munich there. Looks like they've kind of abandoned the Finnish campaign. We've got... Oh, okay. Right, no. So, they're officially communist now. So the coup's stopped. Oh, that's alright then. So, the French have turned communist. Interesting. So, does that mean they're still in the Allies? They are still in the Allies, which is a huge problem. Oh, that sucks. What's the UK at? Nothing. It's because then we're going to be at war with them. We'll kind of let the Soviets do some of the heavy lifting. Like I said, I want to try and get some more of my divisions, because there are still a couple of naval points which I can't defend. But it just kind of sucks how many bloody ports there are, you know? And naval invasions are like, if you don't defend them, they're the fucking bane of my existence, especially in Hearts of Iron. Okay, I was curious to see what sort of other conflicts were going on for this war. So there's a small pocket here where... Oh no, they actually border quite a bit. Hang on, so is China in the Allies? Oh, they fucking are too. They joined the Allies, so we need to stop boosting communism there because there's pretty much not a point. And then Saudi and Sweden. So what's going on in Sweden? They haven't flipped perfectly. The Saudis are at 20%, 25%. The Turks are at 27 now. They're giving military access to a lot of others. I probably want to try and save up some political power, because I do want to try and get rid of that war economy stuff. Not war economy, export focus. Yeah, I want to go with a limited economy. The Soviets are making some pretty decent ground now. There's a Dutch naval invasion in the north. Let's have a quick squiz as to how the war's shaping up. It's currently 0% in favour of the aggressors. Right, okay, so it's quite even. The Soviets have 7 million manpower. The Allied forces have between 11 and 14. The Soviets have lost 700k. They have over 515 divisions. Finland's nearly capitulated. They've lost 700k. The UK, the States, and the French, look how many divisions they have. Nearly over 600, 700 combined. Who's doing most of the dying and most of the fighting? Finland's lost 41, the UK's lost 147 as well. The Democratic Party in Finland was established. Okay, so... Sorry, Dublin. Okay, so looks like the Irish are democratic. We now have some spare factories. Now, how far away are we actually away from getting that nuke stuff, atomic research? Factories a little bit further away. Because I want to try and save up for that, you know. Okay, what else was I going to do here? Oh, I was going to switch this. Because I'm currently on construction repair. Because I had to repair, basically, Japan from the ground up. Maybe we can go with army training, minus 25% to divisions. I don't meet the requirements. Why is that? That's ideally what I'd like to go down. What the fuck? I think the mod might have updated because I've done nothing in my focus tree and this looks actually different. Oh, what the fuck? I've only just noticed this now then. What about the other sort of trees? No, we've actually gone down it. Why is my focus tree being redone? The fuck is this? Yeah, they've updated the mod. It might have fucked it a bit. Oh, shit. Right, it's probably not a good idea to go through the focus tree anymore, because it could fuck the mod. Because there's stuff here which I've already done, you know, like the communist stuff. But basically, we're actually towards the end of the focus tree anyway. We're basically going through continuous focuses. So, to sort of save the series, I guess we're not using the focus tree anymore. She's still pretty close here. It's not been like an over-resounding victory for the Soviets. However, they have pushed them back. What's going on down in South America? Because I forgot about how Brazil flipped, which is really good for us. 47% communist. I love the hammer and sickle there in the middle. We've still got 1 million manpower. No one else has sort of flipped on order. Like I said, we're basically going to be sitting tight all this episode until we get some more men. But if they push over the Maginot Line, you know, we might be sort of inclined to do that. Or maybe we should be pushing Africa. Maybe we should be pushing the Africa front, which I don't really like doing, but I guess that might be our prerogative. We'll just sort of see how the communists go, you know. Oh, wow, what's this? The Free States. So it looks like the Swiss have made their own faction? Yeah, what the hell? Okay, called the Free States. And who's in there? No one. Yet. But they're a democratic government, so whoever doesn't like the Allies, I don't know, maybe you can go, if you're democratic, maybe you can go and join the Swiss. I still think my best action is to sit back. Sitting pretty, you know. Right, we've got some spare factories here we can chuck in. Equipment-wise, we're actually not doing too bad, but you do lose a lot of it when you're fighting. Artillery-wise, we're great. Motorized, we're good. Maybe getting some more armored stuff's not a bad idea, but we just haven't got the resources for it, you know. Right, okay, naval factories-wise, go down to submarines. Let's try and get some heavy battle cruisers. We've got the ports for it against the British. Because I am sort of... I was tempted to maybe go to war with the Soviets. Looks like the British have a small pocket here. They're pushing towards the Maginot Line. I'm just trying to think what I can do, because it's just this huge gap here. There's not many men here, but there will be. Naval invasions are going to be the pain, because the Allied forces have a way bigger presence here in the Mediterranean than what I did. So obviously I could go to war in Africa. I could push down and maybe try and take some of these ports, but as soon as I leave these, I'm just going to get navally invaded, and there's not much I can do about it. The only way to defend naval invasions is to basically sit blokes on the ports. We're tied up over here as well, because the Americans actually have men in my lands. I don't know why these, like, why is there so many men here in Nagasaki? Like, I don't have military access with them. I cancelled it. They should be fucking off right out of my lands, if I'm being honest. Like, look at this. They've just, the Americans are just sitting troops here. So I probably could lose Japan. Okay, so how well are they doing now? They're actually pushed to the Maginot Line. That's alright. Are they going to go down Schlieffenplan style to the north? They've knocked out that British invasion. A decent amount of troops as well. That's significant. Synthetic oil is probably not a bad idea. Probably getting some of that. How well are we doing oil-wise? Yeah, just look how much we're exporting here. Like, what the fuck? Oh, we can stop that shit now anyway. Closed economy is 150, but we're not at war, so we can't do that. Let's just go with limited exports then, and that should help things out quite a bit. Yeah, would you look at that? We're not exporting like 150, but we're still exporting a lot. Wow. Trade influence, Soviet. We're giving a lot to the Soviet Union, oil-wise, steel-wise, not oil-wise, but yeah, oil-wise. We only got 10, rubber minus 30. I think the Soviets might have like seriously fucked up here. That's why I wasn't sort of so keen to start a war or join an action. I've sort of just been sitting back, nice and fine. I've got 8 whoa. Okay, that's right. Okay, I just saw a warning and it just scared the crap out of me. No, nothing happened. Right. I've got some land forts being built here on this border, But the progression they made pretty much nearly to Dortmund and Frankfurt has been countered. Just look at this. They're getting smacked back, and I'll show you why. It's because they've just used so much manpower. There's a couple more allied pockets here. Finland war is sort of slugging them down. To be fair, they have actually made some progression in China. As you can see, they've really pushed them down. They've actually gone so far south as Nanjing. They're making a really good oppression here. Aggression, what? No, oppression. They're making a good like swades down here. They're actually taking them head on in China. To be fair, the British have pushed up here towards Mongolia, but this is why the war's sort of looking a bit back and forth. But this is just insane. Like, hang on, I'll get it rolling because not too much is really happening. It's just a bit back and forth. Right, so the Soviets have lost, get this right, 3.6 million men. They've only got 7 million. What the fuck? The Brazilians have lost 1.7, 60k, 900k. I might just need to leave the faction if it gets like really far down. But they're gonna run out of manpower. That's the thing. But looking at the Allied forces, they have between 13 to 16, so nearly double their minimum. You know, like the 13's the minimum. They've got nearly double the minimum, and they have a potential of having 16 million, which is just fucking bonkers. The UK has lost 1 million men, though. To be fair, who else has lost a large amount? Not even the French and the States have lost overly that much. Not even 100k between Finland, the French, and the States. Netherlands have lost 80k. China's lost 60, and the Dutch have lost a little bit there as well. Maybe we need to go with equipment too, because it's 1942 now. Maybe we need to go with that sort of stuff. Right, I've just actually noticed that there's been a 13% communist, democratic increase for us. Daily change in political and will of the people is actually going up by 10%. We're only just shy of 9, so there has been an increase. I'm going to go with closed doors, which does give us a -90 trade opinion, but it gives us an ideology drift defense of 50. Now, has that sorted that out? Because I don't know how we're going to stop that. No, it's still going up quite a bit. It looks like they're having a bit of a counter-offensive. But even this, like, what's actually the problem here? Fortified, divisions still preparing, 50%. How the hell do we have divisions still preparing here? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Alright, how many blokes are here? Get rid of the Genoa bloke. Alright, hang on, let's rejig this. There we go, that's more like it. Yep, I think she's all over Red Rover for the Soviets. Looks like the UK has taken back Germany, essentially. They've got naval invasions in the north here. There's nothing really what I really could have done. I would have lost the campaign if I sided with them. They've lost 5 million manpower. That's basically what's gone and happened. So I'm thinking now maybe just leaving the Comintern and actually pushing up. The thing is, if we go to war with the Comintern now, we're not going to have the problem as we would with the Allies with these insane naval invasions. But we might be able to get a nice sort of chunk of the Soviet Union, you know. Like I said, they've lost 5 million manpower. They've only got 1 million left, and we can basically get in this entire army on this border because they don't have, like, hardly any naval sort of stuff down here compared to, like, the, obviously, allies in Africa. I could make my own faction, but it kind of sucks. Why the fuck did the Soviets have to declare war on Finland? And to be fair, why the hell did Finland have to join the Allies, you know? I stopped that communist stuff because I did notice that... Where is it? Will of the People gives me a 0.5 democratic push, and now I've got rid of that, it's got 0, so we're going to be able to get communism back on the mark. Marxist. I was trying to make a joke there, but I don't know, it didn't really work out well. Anyway, I think we'll quickly flip up to the Soviet border and just try and take out Russia. You know, how many more divisions do they have left anyway? 436, and obviously I can see now where they are. They've got like no divisions there. They have 60 here, but if we can swing 30 around here, we should be able to get them on the back foot. To be fair, they actually are doing quite well in China. I must admit. That's where they've got a lot of their forces. But yeah, I think we'll push to the border there now and see how we go, okay? Okay, it's the 9th of May, 1943, and we're going to go to war with the Soviets. As you can see, they've got no troops here. We've got 29 divisions on the border. Let's head straight for Moscow, I guess. They do have some divisions up in the north there. But the thing is, right, they're going to have no ships in the Med unless they swing them around all from St. Petersburg. Because these guys are, even though they've got ships here, I was thinking, oh, maybe they can go through. No, they can't actually go through this Istanbul Strait, which is quite funny. I've got 9 divisions here because there is a small pocket of Soviets there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to straight up leave. Because I can do that because I'm not the leader. Okay, so now we are a free and independent country. We do border them there and there though. I'm going to have to negotiate with the Soviets because I think I've got military access with them, yeah. I'm hopefully haven't got too much sort of military ties. Let's have a quick look at that. So who else do I have military access with? Oh shit. I have a non-aggression pact. Let's cancel that then. What about with Brazil? I do have one with them, but I want to keep that. I don't actually mind that. China, fuck off. And then we've got... Yeah, let's get rid of you. Right, what else is through our diplomacy stuff? Yep, they're still my vassals, that's fine. Non-aggression, we're still trying to boost in those other countries. Cool. Okay, let's swing my air force over to... I don't know where. Honestly, probably in this pocket here. There's actually a decent amount of Soviets. Let's just pop you over the top here for the time being then. Just to help those troops go up and over. Invite to faction, no. We can justify war. Okay, I just need to sort of see what's going on here with everyone else. What's our opinion with the States? Out of curiosity. Can I even join the Allies? Just out of curiosity, yeah. Okay. Has to be 30% democratic. Okay, how much longer until we get some more units coming along? A little bit longer. Okay, so what's the go here? Inferior enemy 80, large river crossing, division still repairing, some divisions still not in position. There's no one there. That's the thing, we should be alright. So let's push back to that bit there. They're still coming along. There's so much space here. I think we should just do it anyway. So let's conquer state. Let's get stuck into it. Let's betray the Soviet Union. Fucking yikes. Let's do it then. Come on, boys. Do I seriously have spare air wings? No, not really. Man, it's just insane. Like, how many... Man, yeah, sure. Let's let them have military access. Oh, there's a decent amount there. Should be able to push through that bit there. Yeah. Maybe not do too much through the mountain pass. These non-aggression packs. Yeah, I don't want them. I'm more than happy to give you military access just for this war. Oh, that's a bit suicide going up through there. We can hit Graz, that'd be great. Hit that pocket there against them. Push up through here. So we've got the Greek-Soviet War. Ah, shit. I just called him my vassal. I probably shouldn't have done that. Because he's quite small. To be fair, you might be able to take some territory up there, swing around him. That'd be great. We're not getting navally invaded there, which is good. Right. They've actually put some guys on the border. To be fair, this is going to help out the Brits in the north. Over anything. Okay. We still can't really push over that northern mountain pass. But we are going to be able to push into Graz, which we have, and if we can continue this offensive, we might be able to surround and kill a decent amount of Soviet forces. We are for Sparta. We are for Greece. Even though we like the communist ideology, it's not always going to be. Right, okay. That's just how the war's like shaped up, you know? You gotta risk it for the brisket. Or biscuit. Right, try and get some blokes in and around here. Yeah. Good on you, mate. Excellente. Pushing through there. I'm just sort of curious to see how well we're doing. Yeah, look at that. Making some really nice strides, if you will. What's this? Military access from the Dutch. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool beans. Cool beans. What's going on here? What was I doing? Naval invasions and stuff. I think that's what that was. I actually want to upgrade some of my submarines, because we're going to have to deal with them at some point. Oh, there's this pocket here, which we forgot to deal with again. Send some dudes there. Let's just get rid of them. Crack on. Yeah, look at that. They're nearly towards Poland. It's that small pocket there still. Okay, so how well are we looking here? Oh, we're with bloody Brazil still. They've got a couple of pockets here. We're not getting hammered in Asia anywhere. They're not coming down from the north here. Nah. She actually looks alright. They've pushed to the border now. It's just all about dividing and conquering, you know? You got to sort of stretch them as far as we can. I don't particularly want to create my own faction just yet. I want to get some names from you guys. And I know there's suggestions in previous videos, which I'll go double check with them as well. I'm thinking maybe like the Hellenistic League or something, or what was the league that Sparta was a part of? I think it was something like the Achaean, or maybe that was the what was it? Athenians. Okay, how well are we doing here now? Can we actually push over the top into Innsbruck? Yeah, let's hit that then. Oh wow, we knocked off those blokes here. That's good. Czechoslovakia, we don't have stuff there. That's a huge front line though, isn't it? Holy Christ. Gonna have to redo this. The thing was, we had actually front lines with the Brits. Right, Innsbruck's about to fall. We've actually killed a lot of... We've probably killed single-handedly probably 30 divisions. That's quite bonkers, eh? We lost 88. Yeah, we've killed 300,000 just ourselves. Yeah, look at that. They've basically lost all their manpower. That's what happened. That's why they're losing. Not really because of anything else. They just lost all their manpower committing all their forces. And we've got another 8 of ours as well. Excellent. Let's get those blokes up there. We can swing these air forces now. Where's the next 2,000 man base? We've got 800 in there, so that should be alright. Let's just drop you there. There's a decent pocket here. Let's get you guys operational over the top there. Let's help out the Brits, because we are fighting here as well. There's been a small Soviet push. Alright, let's get these blokes over on this other side. Maybe halt the attack, because we've got a lot of guys coming over. And just... we're getting too many minus bonuses, because we're still just disorganized as all fuck. Because we've got guys coming from the bottom end of Greece. But at the moment, 48 divisions, excellent. And as I told you, we've got no naval invasions, because we have naval superiority in the Med. Oh fuck, where is my... yeah, aren't we convoy raiding here? Maybe we should go and search and destroy here. Because, obviously, the Soviets, the Communists, don't have access to the Med, unlike the British, which they do. Okay, so how is Korea going? They haven't been taken or lost. Looks like China's about to fall. That's going to give them a decent amount of manpower. But all I really care about over in the Far East is Japan. Okay, getting more minus research time is always a good idea in my books. Okay, I can't actually see how the British are doing now. Okay, 700k manpower, we've killed 500k of the Soviets. Sendings, they've lost 1.6 manpower. Yeah, look at that. The fall of Leningrad. Cool. Yeah, look at this. This is just trickling massively. The UK's lost 2 million. Because I'm just going to have to keep an eye out on this. Because I'm going to have to evenly divide it up. Alright. Let's go on the attack. China has capitulated. Korea is actually getting hammered from the north now. But the Soviets have taken China, which probably has boosted their manpower quite a bit. Has it? No. But they're close to capitulating now anyway. We're still not getting smacked from somewhere that I can't see. Czechoslovakia, Western Poland. I haven't lost my air force, have I? 800. They're fighting over the top. No. They're cool. We're really making some ground here. About to surround and kill 3 of them. It's just because we've got British forces fighting with us on these front lines. And because they don't have any manpower, their divisions are basically just getting smacked. If we can take Moscow, that'll be phenomenal. Because we are putting a lot into this war contribution. 500 we've killed. Compared to... yeah, I can't really tell. Yeah, to be fair, they've killed a lot of Soviets. Through this, because this is just our singular war, we can actually see how many we lost. 150k, and we've actually killed 500 of them ourselves. This, with the Soviets losing 1 million. The Brits did a decent amount. Who else is quite up there? French did fuck all. It's really just the British. So we're probably just going to give the majority of this land to the British. Still 48 divisions here. If we can have like a huge push there, we'll be able to get in behind and just surround and kill everyone in Poland. Okay, I've got factories being sabotaged. Oh god, I don't need that shit anymore. I was building... well, to be fair, I might actually need some fortifications, but I probably should prioritize some more stuff. We've got more units coming as well eventually. Okay. Looks like that push didn't happen, but we're still hammering pretty strong. As long as we keep on going, we'll be right. Yeah, try and push up there if you can. I want to try and do that tactic I was saying. If we can surround and kill a lot of them, that'll make everyone's lives easier. Yeah, come on. Now swing through this way. Try and open it up a bit. The problem is doing this, then we've got our backhand side to Moscow. You know? So that's a problem. However, if we can pull it off, we'll be in a better position. Okay, we've got better rifles coming in, boys. Let's go do that then. Right, how well are we going tech-wise here as well? How are we going for time as well? Right, you know what? I think I'm going to end this video here. We'll continue off exactly where we... yeah. We'll continue on exactly where we left off here. Still got to deal with the Soviets. They've nearly gone. 20%. Whether or not I go to war with the Allies, we'll see. Because that's going to be a hell of a war. Especially without Soviet help. Even if we do take the entirety of their lands, we're still going to be... it's still going to be a while before we get enough troops to even replicate the size of what their army was. But it's interesting to see how this sort of campaign has ended up. I wasn't planning on betraying the Comintern. But they lost. They basically lost the war against the Allies, and I'm going to take the initiative and take their land. So hopefully we can go and surround and kill those guys. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching and supporting this video. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. For social media links wise, if you want to stay connected with me after this video, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, and of course, click the bell to join the notification squad. I really do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap games. Maybe Hearts of Iron, Total War, I don't know, Mountain Blade Warband. Maybe there's a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Check out my G2A affiliation link for cheap and reliable games. I really do recommend it. There's some great prices on there, so just go check out the prices and help me out. G2A. Okay, my name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.